Hi, I know that many of you think when you watch such videos of successful traders, I'm working hard, but I still can't get even a little bit closer to what I want. My name is Nia, and I want to tell you about the 5 most common mistakes that prevent you from getting what you want. I am a professional trader with 4 years of experience. At the beginning of my career, I constantly dreamed about how one day I would be able to gain financial freedom and independence. And so, I'm living my dream life right now. In this video, I will share with you a part of the strategy that helped me achieve my goals. You can find even more of my life hacks and working strategies in my Telegram channel, the link to which I left in the description of this video. There, I communicate with my like-minded people and help them grow with me. Let's get to the bottom of this video. Set up the time expiration for 15 seconds immediately. The candlestick time frame is for 15 seconds also. And today, let's add currency pairs. I propose to select these 4 currency pairs. Please note that each of them has a 92% of payout, which is awesome. We are going to trade with $80, and today I will show you a very profitable strategy using a combination of the CCI and the fractal indicators. With the fractal indicator, we change the period to 3, and with the CCI indicator, we change the period to 23. At the same time, we adjust the thickness of each line by 2 pixels. And where the mark is for 100, we put red color. So where the mark is for -100, we put green color. It'll make more sense that way. Let's move on to the first currency pair and start trading. Tired of wasting time, energy, and money searching for trading strategies that just don't work? Are you ready to forget about mistakes and start winning? Let me show you how I turned my passion for trading into a reliable source of income after 4 years of trial and error. You can see my results now, but trust me, it wasn't always easy. If you are ambitious enough and ready for real progress, join my Telegram channel. I describe technical analysis step by step and teach you how to find entry points. And if you don't set a goal to become a professional, but you want to earn additional income, I will help you. You can trade with me in real time by simply copying my actions. I trade live for myself. You can just watch, learn, and benefit for free. No hidden fees, no catch. Where else can you find such an opportunity? The link will be in the description. Let's move on to the first currency pair. We see that the CCI went beyond the level of 100 and came back sharply down. And I open a put option on the continuation of this movement. Alright, $153 are on the balance. Do you think trading will allow you to buy a Lamborghini in a month? Think again. Impatience and unrealistic expectations are the first mistakes that most novice traders suffer from. Of course, it is possible to make a lot of money quickly, but only if you are well versed in the market and know how to find perfect trading opportunities. And if not, that's where I come into the game. Under my guidance as an experienced mentor with a proven winning ratio, you will not only learn the wisdom of trading, but also avoid costly mistakes, especially when it comes to risk management. I cover these topics in detail in my Telegram channel, where you will gain insider knowledge, that's strategies that really work. And here's the most interesting thing. All participants get access to free public trading sessions in real time. Just imagine all these possibilities. Are you ready to join the winning team? Click on the first link in the description in the pinned comment and start making your trading goals a reality. Here we see a very strong upward structure, but the CCI is still falling, and because of the fact that the CCI is in a downward movement, I open a put option. Well, the fractal indicator showed us a high, which indicates that in the near future, the priority is too short. Oh, that's great. Now, let's move on to error number 2, having no plan. Inexperienced traders too often start a session without clear goals. They don't know the goals for their session, how long they will trade, what is the initial investment. They will start with what results they're aiming for or what to do if things go badly. Most importantly, they are not even sure which strategy to use. This indicates how I will analyze the market, making a trade lasting 1 minute and with an interval of 30 seconds. I will consider 2 candles per trade. Therefore, I will analyze exactly 2 candlesticks ahead, not 1 or 2. Now, let's move on to the most important part of any strategy, the indicators. They help us analyze and predict asset price movements. Understanding how preparation and settings affect the effectiveness of a strategy is very important. You can stick to a certain strategy for a while, but without the right settings, you won't be able to reach its full potential. Therefore, you need to define goals in order to at least test this strategy. Okay, let's move on. $294 are on the balance sheet. I adjust the amount and move on to the next currency pair. Let's look at the amazing response. Here we can observe that the CCI is returning to the zone above -100. Also, from a minute to a minute, here will be the fractal indicator emphasizing the LOI, which tells us that the structure is reversing. Great! $564 are in the balance. Mistake number 3 is an inconsistent study of theory. If you spend hours reading about trading and absorbing materials from so-called experts, it can ruin your trading game. You can watch tons of videos and read tons of articles, but you still won't be able to really understand how the market works or how to properly analyze price movements. Even worse, it can give you the false impression that you are a professional trader because you spend many hours getting all this information. Let me show you this with a real example. That's why I not only post educational content on my Telegram channel, but also answer questions from participants, and I'm ready to answer any questions. This is very important for beginners. In particular, I saw with my own eyes how my support helped them grow through my public trading sessions. Many of my channel subscribers have achieved great success. Some have improved their housing situation, while others have been able to provide education or healthcare for their loved ones. How did they do it? They just followed my signals regularly, which essentially made my winning ratio their own. You can also open trades by following my prompts and reflecting my trades. I provide signals every day. Just join the channel using the link in the description or a pinned comment. Therefore, you should never underestimate the importance of consistently mastering the theory underlying trading. Here we see an upward movement according to the CCI indicator, and at the same time the fractal was pointing to the LOI, which means that there is now an upward movement. Because of this, I am waiting for the time expiration and getting our profit. Excellent. I move on to the next currency pair. Mistake number 4 is not dealing with emotions. This mistake is associated with both positive and negative emotions. It is important to maintain the necessary level of detachment. You shouldn't let a few successful trades turn your head, and you should know when to stop. Facing multiple setbacks shouldn't demoralize you either. Whenever I trade, I always decide in advance how many trades I will make this time. For example, if I decide to make no more than 8 trades per day, even if all of them are successful, I stop there. That way, I don't give in to greed and I know when to stop so I don't lose anything. Depending on market conditions, I sometimes even reduce the number of transactions I make. What we see here is that the fractal indicator was just lit up for us. Also, here on the CCI, we see a reaction from the minus level. Because of this, I've opened a call option. Oh, that's great. $2,080 are on the balance. And I'm moving on to the next currency pair. Here we see that the fractal indicator firstly emphasized the LOI and then the high. I've opened a call option on a local correction because of the CCI indicator with the fractal indicator together, but the fractal indicator has shown us a high now, which indicates a downward movement, but the CCI implies a small upward correction in this downward movement. The local correction has been taken away, and that was awesome, my dear friends. Here we see a strong, neat increasing movement according to the CCI indicator. At the same time, the last signal from the fractal we had was also long. Because of this, I open with a long and wait for the time expiration. Today's result is $4,913. Not bad, is it? But as promised, I end the session today by transferring funds from the platform to my account, feeling calm and relaxed. Now, let's talk about the last mistake. The 5th mistake is risky trading. Some traders completely neglect the basics of risk management and put their entire deposit into one trade. I mean, I do this myself from time to time, but for those who are new to trading or are not very good at technical analysis, such risky behavior can lead to disaster. I've heard many stories from people who are willing to lose their entire deposit before coming to me for advice, and this is a hard lesson to learn. Since things are going so well, I think it's time to say goodbye. Remember, if you want to join my club and grow with me, trading under the guidance of an experienced trader, then I am waiting for you in my Telegram. The link to this is below in the description of the video and in the attached comment. Welcome aboard.